Before a prayer begins, there is silence. A silence so heavy, even God holds his breath. In that moment, man looks into his own heart and sees the darkness waiting there. For the demon does not always appear. Sometimes, it only waits to be called. In Mesopotamia, priests carved the first names into clay. Lamishto, Pazuzu, Urkala, each one was born from fear. When man named evil, he also invited it in. For every darkness that gains a name, finds a way to exist. Beneath the Nile, the priests chanted their sacred verses. They drove spirits not from the body, but from the soul. Yet some souls refused to leave. Light and shadow battled within one vessel, and the prayer became war. The voice of God met the scream of the demon in the same breath. In the cave of Delphi, a woman trembled within rising smoke. Through her mouth, the god spoke, but her face still carried human pain. Wisdom and madness are close brothers, and sometimes, only a single breath separates them. Deep beneath Rome, there are rooms no one speaks of. Some prayers are never read aloud, because not only humans are listening. In those manuscripts lies the history of fear, and every word unlocks another door. The church shook, priests shouted, and shadows moved like smoke. The air smelled not of incense, but of screams. A body floated in the air, but who was inside it? Was it still a person, or something that once was human, now speaking through prayer? They tied a woman to the stake. In their hands, crosses. In their hearts, fear. They believed the darkness lived outside. But as the fire burned, they burned themselves with it. Because sometimes, the demon hides within the crowd that watches. Time moved forward. The demon entered laboratories. Diagnosis replaced possession. Medicine replaced prayer. But the pain of the soul remained. For evil is neither chemical nor ancient. It lives in the shadow of belief. Holy water now comes in plastic bottles. But fear remains the same. Walls tremble, lights flicker. A priest still speaks Latin, but the voice that answers him speaks another tongue. The age has changed, yet the demon endured. Here, darkness is not fought. It is danced with. The spirit purifies itself through fire and rhythm. Shadows change their names. This is not an exorcism, it is transformation. For in Africa, salvation comes through music. A person looks into the mirror and sees another face staring back. Not behind the glass, within themselves. The mirror cracks, but the eyes remain. And perhaps, for the first time, the demon hears its own name, from human lips. The ritual ended. The cross fell. The candle died. The soul melted into silence. Was it salvation, or surrender? No one knew. Perhaps nothing ever left. Perhaps something entered instead. Faith is the oldest weapon against fear. But sometimes, that weapon turns on the one who wields it. Humanity always searched for darkness outside, but the greatest battle was within. Every age created its own demons, and every faith was born to cast them out. Between a prayer and a scream, there is only a breath. And sometimes, we cannot tell which one we are hearing. Some spoke the demon's name. Others simply lived with it.